Hey guys, how are you? Happy Tuesday. My name is Lisa and I am the Self Mastery Princess. So, we are just going to continue from our topic yesterday. You guys know we were talking about not being your mistakes, and today I'm going to kind of build upon it. Your story. What story are you running? Be very mindful of the type of story that you run. So many times we spend time in the past and what we did. And if you go to the movies, the background is only like 10 minutes. It's nothing that is super long. It's not something that they go throughout the movie. Like, it's such a small part. So my question to you and what I wanted to talk about is, what kind of story are you running in your mind every single day? Are you running a story that I am the creator of my life? Things come to me effortlessly. I meet the right people, the right places. I'm the type of person that gets what I want. Is that the story that you're running, or are you running this story of I can't do it, I'm defeated, people like me don't get to have this thing? And I'll be very honest with you guys, I had to really confront the story I was running. You know, we all grow up from different backgrounds and different things, and you grow up and people tell you what you can and you cannot do, and that does have some effect on you. So you do have to take time to deconstruct that and tell yourself the story that you are today. It doesn't matter what has happened in the past, but you need to constantly run a new story. And one thing I want to talk about is that sometimes we are subscribing to a story unconsciously. What kind of music are you listening to? Are you listening to depressing music? Are you listening to music that tears you down, that doesn't appreciate you, and like that's also helping you run that story? Type of shows you watching? You know, our mind does not know the difference between what is like fake or real. Even the type of jokes that you say about yourself. If you always say, oh, I'm so clumsy, your mind will start to make you a clumsy person. So the thing is not to be alarmed or nervous about it, but use it to your advantage. Be intentional about programming your subconscious mind. I am so intentional about it. Like, I don't play games when it comes to my environment, what I'm listening to, who I'm speaking to, the type of clothes I wear. I'm very intentional because it's impressing on your mind. So even if you're going to be on social media, be very mindful of the pages and the things that you are following, because you can see somebody posting something about anxiety or depression and you might think you relate to one topic, but now you start to run that story. No, I don't subscribe to those kind of things. If it's not about empowering me and building my future self and building my concept, I really don't play around with it. I don't go there. So a lot of the times what you're doing is you have all of these things that you're watching. You're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, you're going to these places that don't necessarily align with you. And sometimes it might even be friends or family. It might even be a time where you need to literally isolate yourself to gain that who you are, because sometimes when you go around certain people, they want to run a certain story. And if that's not the story that you're trying to tell, you need to really be mindful of it, because the stories that we tell ourselves, this is who we are. You know, you can tell a person's mindset by how they move. If I value health, you know, you're going to know I value health by how I eat, by what I eat, by the type of choices I make, by my outward appearance. You're going to know if health is a value to me. If I value honesty, you're going to know that from how you interact with me. You know, if something goes wrong, you're going to see those things. If I value faith, you should be able to see that through my movement, through how, you know, I'm being kind and peaceful and not, you know, going off. So your story is very important. And in any good story, also keep in mind it's a journey. It's the introduction, then it's the plot, then it's the rise in action, the climax, the fall in action, and the resolution. So a lot of the times, even if you're telling yourself a story of, I'm going to be successful, I'm going to get this dream relationship, I'm going to get my dream car, that's just the last part of the story. You gotta go through all of those things. So don't think because it hasn't materialized that your story isn't gonna come. Today, as I sit before you, I'm in my story I was telling myself 5 years ago. It's now I'm starting to see those dreams when I was like a teenager of wanting to, be a vibrant, excited, fashionable is now that I'm fulfilling those things I wanted then. So a lot of the time when you are running your story, be patient with yourself. Understand that you are not going to see the whole story right away. I mean, let me be honest with you. If you went to the movies, what movie did I see? Oh, Black Panther. Great movie, by the way. Highly recommend. If you go to the movies and I go to see Black Panther and they tell me everything, I'm gonna be like, excuse me, I want a refund. Like, what's going on? But it's the emotional, roller coaster. It's the fighting. It's all of those things. You want to cry, you want to laugh, you want to joke. Those are all of the things that make a very great movie, and those are all of the things that's gonna make your story. And I will say that when you are not 100% in your story, do anything you need to do to stabilize yourself and get back to you. If you got to fall off, if you got to do some breathing practices, if you got to listen to some music, like, be intentional. Like, plan to be intentional about it, because if not, then a different story is going to run. Things are going to happen all the time, but it's the story you run. If you tell yourself, you know what, no circumstance matter, I'm going to get what I want, that's your story. So even now, when you see things that you're up against and you feel like you're stressed out, you feel like you're going to say, nope, I don't care. My story is that I always get what I want. It always works out for me. Even if I don't understand it right now, it's working for my greater good. Let that be your story. For me, one thing I'm really passionate about is I try to make everything or every situation, every interaction a little bit better. That's my goal in life. If I go to the store and if I could just greet somebody by their name and that make them happy, that make me happy. If I could pick up a piece of trash that's in front of me that I see people walking by, they'll make it a little bit better. It's not a grandiose thing, but that's just me. So, like, that's my story. When I do things, I try to make it a little bit better. So whatever that story is, like, it's going to be a new year, and I really want you guys to go a little bit deeper than just, a New Year's resolution. My story is that I get better every single year. I look better. I get smarter. I want to have the most energy possible. So that's my story. So because that's my story, it's not about going to the gym to look good for these superficial reasons. I mean, the benefits are nice, but what gets me up out of bed is I want to have energy. I want to live. I want to travel. I want to spend time with my friends, my family. I want to, be a vibrant person. I want to be in this life. Like, I don't want to just be here and then I go. And to do all of these things, you need energy. You need to be able to move and shake. So that's one of the stories I tell myself, I want to do that. So whatever the story is you're telling yourself, even sometimes for us, it could be about finding money, especially if you come from a scarcity background or poverty background. Making money could be scary because you could feel like, oh no, I'm not the kind of person. No, you are the kind of person. It's your story. I am the kind of person that money is a renewable source. I am the kind of person that I have so much money, I can't count it. I am the kind of person that opportunities are running me down. I am the kind of person that I bring value and I get paid for that value in the right way. You got to tell yourself a new story, because all of these things, these experiences we went through, that's what got your mind where it's at right now. So my question to you is, what is the new story you're going to tell yourself? Tell yourself a good story, because either way, the story is running. And if you don't tell yourself a story, you're going to let society tell you a story. And the story that society is telling you, me personally, I wouldn't recommend. You got to know where you going. You got to have a focus and say, I don't care what's happening around me. My story is that I am in control of my life. Right now, it's a fight for your attention. It's a fight. It's people profiting off of people having low self-esteem. That's what made me really want to be more serious about it, because this is really a pandemic. It's crazy. People are profiting off of low self-esteem, depression, anxiety, all of this stuff. So if you don't know what story you're telling yourself, it's going to compound in a way that you're not going to be happy with. So my challenge for you is write a new story. Tell yourself a positive story. Create the setting so where that story is coming out and is being actualized. And you tell yourself relentlessly every day. I don't care. I don't care if nobody believe it but you. A lot of the time we want people to be with us, but it's us. It's us. If I believe my story, that's me. I don't care. You don't have to believe my story. You don't have to agree with me. You could think I'm a crazy woo-woo person. That's totally okay. It's still my story. Okay? And if you hold that long enough, watch and see what's going to happen. Anyhow, I just wanted to come and do this quick video. This is your girl, LK Lifestyle, Self-Mastery Princess. I'm so excited about this. I hope you guys gain some value from this video. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.